welcome to Madden 24 for your Minnesota Vikings franchise. How you doing, everybody? Eric M and Twins 20 here. We have arrived, the new latest edition of Madden. And this is the first time on this channel we're going to be playing Madden on the PS5 and PS5 format anyways. Hope you guys enjoy the series. I'm looking forward to it. This title of Madden is far different from any of the past titles. There's going to be a lot of similarities, but there's a few changes here I'm going to tell you guys about right now. The major one is when you make a trade, instead of 3 slots, you now have 6. So they've changed the trade feature immensely. The only thing about this is you can only put up to 3 players in a trade block. So I can't do all 6 players. I have to do 3 and 3. So, but that's something to think about. Also, they have added, I guess they've added, like, back in the original, the OG Maddens, they did training camp stuff you could do, different drills. They brought those back. And also, they've redone relocation. They've added more cities. They've added more uniforms. They've made it so, like, for instance, when we would move, like, the Commanders, we moved them to London, we'd have 3 options to choose, and then we'd have to pick different uniforms for said 3 options. Now you can pick any team you want. So I can move the team to London, and I don't need to name them the Black Knights or anything like that. I could name them, you know, the Kraken or the Ravens or whatever is available in the game from another city. So that's a pretty cool feature. And you don't have to wait till week 5, the regular season, to start relocation. You can do it instantaneous. So I could literally just make a relocated team right now. I could pick them up, move them, and it'd be done, sealed, delivered. But I'm not going to do that with the Vikings, of course. We're going to keep them in Minnesota. So that's just some of the things they've changed to make Madden a little more user-friendly, I guess, and appease all the negativity they've had over the years. I don't know how well the gameplay is going to be. We'll see how that goes as we move along. But we're going to get right into it. We're going to make some trades as usual. We're going to go through the roster. I am going to upgrade everybody. Hope everybody's doing okay. It is, if my math is correct, August 19th, 2023. I've been out of it for a few days. I've been having some eye issues. My right eye the other day has been acting up, so I haven't been able to do anything. I haven't been able to do any videos or whatnot because I could barely see out of my eye. But I'm better now. It's somewhat cleared up, so I don't know what the hell happened. I would have done this first video when I got Madden, which was a couple days ago, but I couldn't see for shit. So it's like, well, I guess we're just going to skip it. So let's take a look at our team here. Of course, the big elephant in the room is the quarterback situation. We have Kirk Cousins. He's 35. He is not going to be the future. We have to find a replacement. Nick Mullins is a backup. I'm probably going to get rid of him. Jaron Hall, they drafted this past draft. He's got potential, but I don't see him being anything better than the backup. So we're just going to have to look for our backup, a better backup, and our future starting quarterback. Probably, hopefully, we'll get them in the draft. Running back, it's Alexander Madison. I don't feel comfortable with Madison. I think he's not as good as people think he is. I'm going to work with Chai Chandler. Longwoo's more of a returner, and even then, the league's trying to cut back on kick returns and punt returns, so there's a good chance we might be moving on from Nwangwu. I do like Dwayne McBride, but he's a 67 like Chandler, but I'm going to try and groom these two up. We might have to go after somebody else, but Alexander is not going to be my starter. We have C.J. Ham, but he is expendable. He's 30. He's probably going to be on his way out. The receiver room is pretty much the same, minus Adam Thielen is now gone, and they drafted Jordan Addison. I'm looking forward to Jordan and Jefferson being a 1-2 combo. Osborne, I think he's eventually going to be moved out of here. And then after that, we have Rager from last year. And then we have a whole bunch of guys down here. Tight end is pretty full. We have T.J. Hawkinson, who's in a contract here. Josh Oliver's a free agent signing. These top 4 guys are probably going to stay. I'm actually going to probably move Ham off the team and go with one of these guys at fullback. Probably Johnny Munt. I think he's got the talent. I think he can move to. I think he can move to fullback and be successful. So I think I'm going to do that right now. There's other players we're going to be moving as well. I'm also going to move his number too. Get him in the 40s. Let's give him like 40, 48. Get him a fullback number. Because now if we look at him, yeah, he's a 69, but he's 2 years younger than Ham. I think he'll be fine. And he's a scheme fit. Left tackle's good, Darisaw. We are going to upgrade the guards, both positions. Ezra, I think he's coming up in a contract year. I don't see him getting any better. He's a star. I think we can do better. There is a free agent on the free agent list I'm going to go after. Bradbury, you know how I feel about him. Going back a couple Maddens now. We got to get better. Ingram, the jury's still out on him. And, of course, Brian O'Neill, he's the stud. So between the two tackles, we're going to have to fix the O-line. Left end, we're going to have to fix. Right end is already fixable. We already have that. That's in Danielle Hunter, who should be on the D-line and not a linebacker. I just still don't understand why. No. Don't want to do that. Almost hit release by accident. I don't know why they moved him to right end. That was a dumb idea. So we're going to have to improve linebacker. Tonga, he's good. I like having Tonga parties. Sheldon Day, he's okay. And Jacqueline Roy, he's a rookie. 65 will work him up. But yeah, the linebacking core. Eric Kendricks is now in Los Angeles with the Chargers, so he's gone. Jordan Hicks came back. Asamoah, I like him. He's got potential. I also like Evan Pace Jr. He's been really tearing up in training camp from what I heard. So I think we're going to work on him. Troy Dye, he's been here for several years now. I don't know if he's going to get much better. He's going to be a decent backup. This guy here, he's probably going to get cut. And I have no idea about this guy. Right outside linebacker, Davenport's a free agent signing. He's probably going to get put to the D-line. We're going to totally revamp this linebacking core. Wanham's been here forever. I don't think he's going to get any better. And then we have a bunch of minor guys down here. Andre Carter, the second, he was a rookie. We got him in the last draft. Byron Murphy was another free agent signing we got. He's pretty good. Came here from the Cardinals. Booth Jr. is coming off an injury last year, and he was Mekhi Blackman, he was a draft pick. He's a future stud. We're going to work him up. Caleb Evans, he's back. And then it's a drop-off after that. Lewis Seen's coming back from an injury. He's going to be our starting free safety. And, of course, Harry the Hitman Smith, one of the best strong safeties in Viking history. He's back at age 34. This probably will be his last year, maybe. Next year, we're going to hang on him as long as I can. Metellus, he's getting better. And then Theo Jackson. The kicking situation, I'm not going to even discuss it. We are going to look for a new kicker. And Ryan Wright right now is the punter. He's doing pretty good. He's 23. I think he's only a normal dev, but he can sure boot it. So we'll see how it goes with him. But we're going to get into it right now. We're going to try and fix this team. And we're going to start. Go to the Trade Center. And I want to start with, I want to get rid of Greg Joseph. I am going to go after a kicker who I want. I wanted the Vikings to get in the draft, and they didn't. They passed up on him, and I don't know why. And that's Jake Moody. I think he's got talent. And I want him to be our kicker for this series. So we're going to offer them what it takes. What would it take to get Jake freaking Moody? Okay, so they want more than that, so I can give them up to 2 more players. I like Nwangwu, but I like Chandler and McBride better. Okay, it's getting close now. So if I offer them like a 5 next year, or 2025, I mean. Ooh, it's close. Okay, so they're close. So if I do a 4, that should do it. I want Jake Moody. There we go. So Greg Joseph and Kene Nwangwu for a 5th in the upcoming draft and a 4th in the 2025 draft. And now, I'm going to... We're going to go to free agency because there is a guy I want. Dalvin Cook. This roster change has been made before Cook signed with the Jets and Ezekiel Elliott signed with the Patriots. Rodney Hudson, 34. No, I do not want him. There is a guy I want, but he's not in that position. I want Dalton Reisner. The Vikings brought him in for a couple of interviews, but they never signed him. I do want him, and I'm going to bring him in. So he will be our starting left guard. As far as backups, obviously Teddy's with the Lions in real life, so I'm not going to do that. Matt Ryan, he's available. I don't need him. Carson Wentz, not interested. I think I'll just stand pat with what we got for now. Mullins is not that bad, I guess. Janovich, he's 30. Yeah, gonna pass on him. Jarvis Landry, Julio Jones. I don't really need those. Don't need a left tackle. Ben Jones. Yeah, see, these are all aging centers we don't need. Right guard. I could go after Trey Turner. Here's a 26-year-old Solomon Kinley. He's normal dev. The smartest move would be to see what Ed Ingram could do, but I just don't trust him. Clowney, he just signed with somebody too, the Ravens, I believe, in real life. Chris Wormley from Michigan. 76, he'd be a decent pickup. DT, Ndamukong Suh. He's a scheme fit too. Matthew Ioannidis. Right end. Akeem Hicks. He's 33, but he would be a good solid player on the left end. Ngakwe, who's actually with the Bears now. We had him before. He's 28 as well. I'd actually take him and put him on the left side. So I'm going to take him, even though he technically is with the Bears, but I don't care. Ingram. Jordan Jenkins. Miles Jack. He'd be a decent starter, and he's a scheme fit. I'll sign him. I'll take him. Him and Asamoah can start. And then right end, Quan Alexander. Jason Paul Pierce. I think I'm out on him. I think we'll be fine. I think we'll leave Davenport where he's at. Don't need to worry about corner. Free safety, I'm good. Strong safety, I'm good. Don't need to worry about kicker. So let's take a look at what we got now. Oh, we have to cut one player. We got too many. Oh, we got 76. Well, that'll be easy. That'll be easy. So let's go. All these extra tight ends we can just get rid of. I don't care. So we have these 3, and then the rest can just go bye-bye. And then we'll cut Thompson. Oh, I didn't want to do that. I don't want to trade him because I don't think he has any value. There we go. So Reisner will be my starter. I'm going to put Cleveland. I could try and trade Cleveland. Let's do that. So I think Cleveland. And let's see here, the Bengals. Does anybody want Cleveland? Oh, there's some yellows. How about the Bengals? I know I always do this move in the other Madden, but maybe I can if I give them Kappa, or give them Cleveland for Kappa. Well, they took it. Okay, sweet. That was easy. And then this Chris Reed, he's a drop-off, but he's a decent. So Kappa, Ed Ingram, I could probably trade him for somebody. Actually, if I want to improve center, they have Linderbaum, who I like. I wanted the Vikings to get after, but they didn't. I might have to give them like a 2 for here on this one. So hang on a second here. If I give them Bradbury, and then they give me a 2nd rounder. Say like a day 2 pick. I'm giving them 2 starters. Nope. They ain't gonna deal with it. They don't. Oops. They don't like that. I'll see if there's any team that wants either one. Probably not. Of course not. See who we can find at center here. Mitch Morse. $28. Would they take him? Oh, cool. Okay. I could have probably gotten a draft pick for that, but that's fine. He's a scheme fit, so I just upgraded my my O-line. So now let's take a look at my staff. That should be it, I think. So quarterback, we're gonna have to definitely work on that. Halfback, we have. Oh yeah, I gotta work on that too. Shit. Ham. So Reisner is my left guard. Pokek is my new center. He's 28 and he's good. Kappa's my new right guard, and my tackles are good. Lowry, Danielle Hunter. Oh, hang on. I just remembered I got Ngakwe, so he's got to be my left end now. There we go. So Yannick Ngakwe is now. So he'll bookend the D-line with Daniil. Tonga's in the middle. I'm going to put Harrison Phillips in the middle. He's 307. I'm going to put him in the middle. Yeah, that makes him the starter. Linebackers. I'm going to move Hicks. I'm going to move him to left outside linebacker. Because I got Jack and Asamoah. Hicks becomes the better left outside linebacker. Davenport can play on the right. Yeah, I like that. Jake Moody and right. Okay, I like it. We're good. And then I think for quarterback, we're going to look for the draft rosters. There is one more trade I want to do. And let's see here. Let's see. Oh, are they gonna, hang on. Trade finder. Oh, get offers. Nobody wants him? Really? See, last year everybody wanted him. Now nobody wants to touch him. Interesting. Okay, well, I guess he's staying put. So, I think we're all set. I don't think I need to make any more trades. I might make another running back acquisition for depth. I'm not going to go get Delve. I know they've been thinking about Kareem Hunt. I know he's a free agent. I'll bring him in. The real Vikings have been talking about bringing him in. What the hell? I'll bring him in. So I'm going to go work on free agent or on preseason. When we get to the end of the preseason, when we make the cuts, I'll show you guys how we did. And then we'll start the season off. So give me a minute, and we'll be right back. So looking ahead at our salary cap, our roster, and what we have to work with. Oops. Let me take a look. Let me show you guys. So here's our draft picks situation for the upcoming draft. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the upcoming draft. We have a first, a second, 4, 5, and 6. We don't have a third or a seventh. That's fine. But with the holes we have, we're gonna have to make some moves, and I don't really see us tanking that bad to get a top spot, a top draft pick. So we're gonna have to move up. In next year's draft, the year after, we have 1, 2, 3. We don't have a 4. We have a 5, 6, and a 7. And then the following year, it looks like we have all 7 there. So, obviously, we need to work on the future at quarterback. I don't see a future with these two as the starter. Kirk is not going to stay here that long, so we're going to have to work on that. I'm going to develop Ty Chandler and McBride, but if somebody happens to become available that's better, we'll certainly look at that. Kareem Hunt's here simply as a power back option. Madison, I have to work on moving him. CJ Ham, eventually he's going to be moved on. We're going to go with Mund unless somebody else better comes up. Receiving wise, I think I'm good with the exception of maybe Osborne. I just don't see us paying him top money to be a 2 or 3 when we have Addison, who's going to eventually be the number 2. And then it's a downfall after that. So we might improve the receiver position that way. We're good at tight end. Left end, we're good. We just finished. We just fixed the O-line. Reisner will be here for at least a few seasons. That's fine. We have our center. We have our guard. We have our tackle. So the O-line is good. Ngakwe, he's back. He's at 28. I also noticed this. They got him listed as a normal dev. I think that's horseshit. He is a star. I don't understand that, and I am going to change that because last year and the years before, he was a star. So I don't know why they changed it. So I'm going to at least bump it up once, and then we'll go from there. Dean Lowry, why did we get him? I have no idea why they got him. Let's see if we get any offers. I might just take first round pick. Or not first round pick, draft picks. We got a couple there. Zach Pasco. Ooh. Oh, they got a counter offer. That's cool. They changed that. That's nice. AJ Dillon? Really? They'll give me a 2026 fourth round pick and their running back? AJ Dillon, who's 25? Really? That's interesting. We got a receiver here. He could easily be a 4 or a number 3. I don't think he's a scheme fit though, but that's interesting. Dean Lowry came from the Packers, if I'm not mistaken. That's interesting. AJ Dillon. I'm actually thinking about that one. Let's take a look at teams that need left end. Bears, no. Cincinnati, I've already done enough trading with them. Broncos, they could use a left end. See if they give me a draft pick. I'll take a 3. Since I don't have a 3 this year. Would you give me a 3? Yep. Okay. Easy. Let's offer Madison to a team that needs a halfback. As long as we're here and doing this, I'm sure there's a team that's going to need a halfback. Or we'll have to find a team that isn't listing a halfback as a need, but if you look at their depth chart, you can tell they got garbage. Right now, I'm not seeing anything. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. So he's 76. So let's do this. Let's go to halfbacks. See, he would fit in there because he'd be right in the mix there. He would be a decent number 2 for the Bengals. They could use... They don't really need him. I'm looking for what would be a good fit for them, or for him. He'd get buried there. Commanders now. They could use some depth. I usually send him to the Eagles, and they're usually... Let's see, would they give me one of their 2000? Oh, it's close. What if I give them that 3rd round pick I just got? Yeah. Yep, got it. Sweet. I moved up. Okay. I'm good with that. All right, so CJ Ham, he's at 75. We could probably find a way to another team that would take him. So like I did with Madison, we'll do the same thing here. 72, he'd be a scheme fit. Okay, the Bengals don't have a fullback, so I'll take a 5. Just to get him out of here. I'm gonna give yep, because I got Johnny Munt. So sweet. I'm not gonna worry about that. So like I said, I think we're pretty good. I want to concentrate on getting this defense, younger, faster. So the long-term goal eventually is going to be to fix his D-line. Although Yannick Ngakwe and Daniil are the same age, I think we're okay there. But maybe get better here if Harrison Phillips doesn't get better in the 81. If we can find a stud, a very young stud at DT, and maybe get a second guy that can rotate, I think we'll be looking good because this guy here, he's 29. He's not going to get any better. I'm probably going to end up cutting him. We definitely got to get better at linebacker. Middle linebacker, I'm okay with. We got Miles Jack. Depending on how well he does, he might get upgraded, or he might get re-signed if he does have a good year. Asamoah is definitely going to be somebody we're going to work with. I want to work with Pace, definitely. I think he's got a lot of upside. This guy here, though, I can tell you right now, we are not going to worry about him. So we got our 2 starters, and then we have 86. I might just trade this guy, or 68, excuse me. See if anybody wants him. I'll get a, see, give me some offers. Nobody. Middle linebacker. I'm sure there's a team that's going to need a middle linebacker. Yeah, here, the Bills. Maybe a 4. Nope. I might have to get like a pick next year. Yeah. I might be able to get a, how about a 6 and a 7 this year? Ooh. Okay, just give me a 6. We're getting there. Okay, so that was 166. So probably 187. We'll do it. There we go. Cool. We're slowly getting our team ready here. So this part here, depending on how well Davenport does, if he does well this year, we'll re-sign him. But most likely we're going to go get younger. Wanham's probably the same. If he's good, we'll think about it. But this overall here has to get better. Corners definitely need to do better here. If hopefully Byron Murphy can hold it down. Hopefully Booth Jr. can turn things and be good. Blackman's young. I expect him to be good. We're going to make him one of the guys that's going to be featured a lot in practice. But we need to get some help here. Free safety. Hopefully Scene can come back from that injury. We're gonna have to find a replacement for Harrison Smith. He's 34. He's gonna retire. If it's not this year, possibly next year or the year after. I've seen other rebuilds already where he's lasted 2 years. So I'm thinking year 3, we're probably going to see the end of him. So hopefully we can get a ring this year for him, and then it'll be easier to move on for him. I really want him to retire as a Viking, or at least have a ring as a Viking. He's the second greatest safety in Viking franchise history behind Paul Krause. A little ahead of Joey Browner, but he's in great company. He deserves a ring, at least with the Vikings. So hopefully that'll all work out. And, of course, the kicking situation. I don't know why they got this guy. Because he's a 66. Let's see what other teams' kicker situations are. If anything worse than the 66, I don't think so. He's going to probably end up getting cut, which is going to cost us a little money, but I, at this point, don't care. I can always find a team where they got a kicker that's not good. Here you go, Green Bay. Rams. Really? They will not give me a 6th round pick. Okay, how about a pick next year? I'm probably going to end up just cutting him. No, they're not going to do it. Okay, so I'm probably just going to cut him. So that's where we're going to stand, I think. Let me take a look at the adjusted lineup now. So we definitely need to look at quarterback. I think that's going to be the main focus for this year. So as you can see, the D-line, or excuse me, the offensive line looks great. Chio Pokic? How do you say his name? Pokic? He's normal dev, but he's young. He's still in his prime. I think he'll be okay. Everybody else looks great. Tight ends look great. Receivers, the first three look good. Running back room is going to be a little scary, but I think we'll be fine. I think Chandler, I've used Chandler last season, or last Madden, he was good. I'm looking forward to seeing McBride, and we know Kareem Hunt's a stud, so I think we'll be okay there. We definitely got to find Kirk's replacement eventually. Johnny Mund, I think he'll be fine as the new fullback. CJ Ham was a Viking legend, like CJ Ham, but it's time to move on. Defensively, the D-line is back where it's supposed to be. I like Daniil Hunter, Yannick Ngakoue, Phillips. I think this will be fine for now. It's nice, young, in their prime. I think we'll be good there. Linebacker core certainly got worse with Hunter going back to D-line, but that's where he belongs, in my opinion. I think we'll be okay. We got Jack leading the way. He's got the green dot. Asamoah will be learning under him, as well as Pace Jr. Davenport, I think, will be fine on the outside. Hicks will be fine. And we're going to have to upgrade Smith, though. He's here at least 2 more years max. And the cornerback room, Booth's number 2, Murphy's number 1, Blackman, I got him at 3, Evans at 4. Or, excuse me, Evans is at 5. Williams is at 4. And then the kicking team, you know that all well. Kappa's our long snapper. Jalen Naylor, I got him as our kick and punt returner with Powell behind him, then Rieger. And then the specialists, I have Bynum as a slot corner, Hunter and Phillips in the middle, Davenport. I got Miles Jack as a sub linebacker. I got Addison in the slot. Chandler's the third down back, and I got Kareem Hunt as my power back. So that's how we're looking. So I'm going to set, let's see here. We need to set the draft class, or is that not time yet? That's probably not time yet. So I'm going to go ahead and play some preseason games to get a feel for the controls again. And then at the end of preseason, I'll show you guys what happened. Give me a sec. If there's other updates, like a trade offer or somebody that pops up that I can't refuse to pass up, I'll let you guys know. But give me a little bit, and we will be right back. And we're back. We're at the end of preseason. We went 1-2, and we have to cut 15 players. Let's take a look at some. See at the injury report. I know week 2 we had a couple injuries. I want to make sure we didn't have anything else. I don't think. Nope, we're all free or clear, so that's good. Week 1 of the preseason, Kareem Hunt dislocated his shoulder, but apparently it wasn't as serious because he was back the next week, so okay, whatever. So we have 15 players we need to cut, most of which I'm predicting will be put on the practice squad. So looking ahead to cuts here, I've decided I liked what I saw with Jaron Hall. I played as him in week 1 of preseason. I played all 3 quarterbacks. Even though we ended up losing that game, he was under duress the whole game, mostly because the O-line was terrible. But when he was given time to do things, he looked good. So I think we're going to move on from Nick Mullins, but I'm going to see if I can find... I don't think I can find a team that'll take him, so I think we're going to have to take a hit. But I'm going to try... Yeah, I didn't think there would be offers. That's okay. I'm going to get rid of him. Ooh, I don't want to get rid of Kirk. No, not yet. I don't want to get rid of Kirk just yet. So I think we're going to go with Nick Mullins for now. Maybe there'll be somebody else better. Yeah. I know I got to take a penalty. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So Jackson and Prohl, I'm going to let go as well. Yep. So I looked at free agent list before I started preseason again, and I didn't see anybody I liked, so pretty sure we're set with what we have. Chris Reed, he's 31. He's not going to be back next year, so I'll just let him sit out the rest of his contract. I'll sit Ali here. All right, so we got Blacklock's making $1 million. He's a 68 though. Yeah, I think I'll just keep him. Move this guy to the practice squad. I turned practice squad stealing off. I don't think that's cool. So I'm good with putting that guy on the practice squad because I know he won't get stolen. James Lynch, I'm going to let him go. Okay, he's gone. DT, we only really need 3. I'm going to let Sheldon Day go. He's 29. He's 67. He's not going to get any better. We have a 22-year-old that's 65 who is a scheme fit. So I'm going to go ahead and let this guy go. That'll free up some space, almost $1 million. All right, so we got Jordan Hicks, Patrick Jones. I'm going to go ahead and cut these dudes here. I'm going to let this guy go to the practice squad. Luigi Villian. I'm going to sign him to the practice squad as well. We're going to keep the linebackers as is. Davenport, want them, yes. The other 2 we can let go. Let him go. And then Carter, I'm going to put him on the practice squad. It says restructure his contract. Why would I want to do that? I'm going to keep as many as I can, but we'll go ahead and put him on the practice squad. All right, and then we have free safety. Move him to practice squad. Theo Jackson. Move him to the practice squad. And I think our last cut is the kicker. Move him to the practice squad. Not that we need him because we have Jake Moody. And hopefully that's enough. Looks like it is. Let's take a look at free agents. Who do we got for quarterbacks? Maybe get a better backup. Not that I don't trust Jalen Hall, but there might be somebody else available that we can back up Kirk. I know who I'd like, but I don't see him. Hey, Kyle Slaughter, but he's a 56. Yeah. So, Matty Ice is a scheme fit, but he'd want to start. But, yeah, actually, he's a scheme fit, and he's got all those mouths to feed, so I'll go ahead and sign him to a contract. He can back up Kirk, because I have injuries turned on, so if something happens to Kirk, we got a decent backup, and we have enough room, apparently. So, yeah. So we're ready for the season to start, and we're going to take on the Buccaneers, and we'll do that in the next episode. This one I just wanted to get acquainted with the game, show out the roster, show the moves we made, roster cuts. And yes, we're going to choose a draft class. I have the 2024 draft class. I want it because there's some decent looking quarterbacks in there. Caleb Williams, Drake May, Bo Nix. So yeah, Quinn Ewers. I don't even see Bo Nix. Oh, there he is, Bo Nixon. So yeah, got some good players in this draft here. Marvin Harrison Jr. So hopefully we can move up and get a quarterback of the future. These two are my favorite. I might look at Kool-Aid. We don't really need a... I guess I could use another receiver to go with JJ and Addison, but I don't think so. Jaron Verse, sure. Linebacker. DT. Linebacker. Don't really need guard. And who was the other quarterback I wanted to look at? I'll look at these guys down here. So I think that's good for now. I need to hire some scouts, but I can do that off camera. So we're set for the upcoming game. I'm gonna double check the depth chart off camera. And next episode, we're gonna have the regular season debut against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So for this update, let's get Jordan up to physical. And that's it for now. If you like this episode, hit that like button, leave a comment if you like, subscribe to the channel. If you'd like to help out with future projects, please visit my Patreon at patreon.com/MNTwins28. You do not have to help, but any help, always greatly appreciated. Till next time, peace out, and Skol Vikings.